Hey everybody, welcome back. We're playing some more Monster Prom here. And I went ahead and skipped through all of that fun dialogue because we already know it. Welcome to Monster Prom, stupidest pop quiz ever. So I'm just gonna start here and go from there. Uh, I got my water here so I can hydrate as needed, which is usually important. Anyway, time to take a quiz to figure out how disgusting we are. All minds are rotten, but they are rotten in so many different ways. Worry no more. We're now using our PhD in bullshit to diagnose which kind of a deviant sicko you are. Monster Prom, stupidest pop quiz ever, TM, will throw a bunch of absurd questions at you and turn your answers into your character's stats. This way, each of you will start by having stats that better reflect your true selves. Let's start. Alright, be a visionary. What will be the next big social media craze? Bullshit. So, I like Robert. You're elected the president for a day. We had already done that one, that's why I didn't read it. You're elected president for the day. What's the first law you pass? Trivia fact. Presidents don't pass laws. So is this a trick question, or are you just being an idiot? $1 bills will now include a picture of me and in the inscription, beware, too much awesomeness. My presidency might last a day, but my fame will last forever. You can deduct taxes by writing sonnets instead. Amount of taxes deducted are calculated based on the beauty of the sonnets. I'm going to go for the dollar bills. I think that's our way to go. I deal in a oh no, deal breaker for a potential lover. Okay, so that's good. Person lacks taste. The person hates the outdoors. The person is a coward. The person lacks manners. The person is mediocre. The person is boring. Honestly, all of these are pretty boring. So I'd have to say the person is boring. And also, I'm in love with Polly. So, what can I say? Alright. Alright, we got really good charm stats. So, we could do the gym. That'll put us in the charm. That day, an epic dodgeball match takes place. Everything seems lost, but you deliver an inspirational speech that fuels your team's spirit, leading to a spectacular comeback. You're clearly a natural-born leader. You gain +2 charm. Later, you're minding your own business when you see Polly floating down the hallway texting. Just as you're about to approach her, there you are, Polly. I've been following the scent. The scent of betrayal. What are you talking about, buddy? I haven't been pulling any pranks at all lately. Some very unfunny person messed with my sports gear. They put my left sock in my right shoe and my right sock in my left shoe. Polly, I know we're best bros, and you would never do a prank to me, but I think you did this prank to me. I smelled you. No, you didn't, because ghosts don't have a scent. Maybe not to a normal person, but a werewolf can smell anything, and ghosts smell like algebra and global warming. Right. That was almost a Draco Malfoy. Right, wait till I tell my father about this. Well, if ghosts don't smell, then what am I smelling? Of course ghosts smell. Like ecstasy smoked, or, excuse me, like Ecstasy. Why is that word so hard for me to say? Ecstasy spiked rose wine and Victoria's seance lingerie. It sure is a mystery. Hop in my van and we'll go solve it, Scoob. I mean, Scott. That would imply that we're trying to, that Scott. That seems like the Scott answer. So let's go, it's a mystery, because we want Polly to get away with it. Because I want to bang Polly. Ugh, a ride in a van? Can I stick my head out the window? Of course. Anything to cheer up, my best buddy. You hop in the van to get on the case of the ghost smells. Scott opens a bag of raw bones and begins swallowing them whole. Don't mind me. I just brought some Scott snacks. Zoink, Scott. Those look delicious. If I could digest uncooked marrow, I totally would. But as it is, Polly settles for lighting up a Polly snack and getting the whole van baked. You round out the day by tearing off a human's face off to reveal that he was actually a spooky skeleton all along, just as you suspected. Oh, for the love of... Why are you doing this to me? Hi! Sorry about that. I just realized that there was no background music, so you were just sitting here listening to me talk to myself. It's because I messed with the desktop audio and everything. When I changed the thing, the headset, for some reason OBS doesn't like to accept that. So, alright. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, that was fun. It's nice to let my tongue wag in the breeze. Can we go on another car ride soon? Huh? Can we? Sure, bud. Anytime a prank goes wrong, anytime you want. That distraction worked like a charm, and you even got away with it, thanks to a lack of meddling kids. You gain +2 fun and +1 boldness. Alright. I feel it. I feel it. We're gonna get somebody to fall in love with us this time. Who is this tiger person? So, I'm assuming that people like this are alternative characters that I can romance beyond these 6. Because there's like 1,400 endings or something like that, right? So, so we got some good charm. We got some good fun. Let's go hang out with Polly and Damien.
Listen, Green, you can totally sit with us, but I just hope you didn't bring a gun to a bazooka fight.
Yeah, we're showing off our best flasks. Well, not the best flask exactly, but the best contents. Good God, are literal actual flasks of alcohol openly allowed in this school cafeteria? Are there no rules? Apparently not, because Polly starts setting off setting a series of flasks down on the table. Okay, so this is my beer, my WC wine, whiskey, ethyl alcohol, the soul of an infant.
Ha! Weak! This is radioactive absinthe. This is fire. This is literal poor life choices.
Okay, but this one has another smaller flask inside. It's the ultimate flask. They could probably go on like this for goddamn ever. Maybe you can cut in with the craziest thing of all. But think carefully about whom you want to impress with your flask contents. Get ready for the most hardcore badass thing. The flask contains an ancient genie that grants you 3 wishes, but I'm totally drinking it because I don't give a fuck. I grant my own wishes. Want to get a dope party started? This flask has ultra whiskey, which you can only get when you get 2 bottles of the best purest whiskey and make them mate. I'm gonna go for the ultra whiskey. Heck yeah, heck yeah, heck yeah. Let's rage. I think you all know why I went with that one. I've always wanted to make ultra whiskey, but I could not get my bottles to fuck. I tried everything. Mood lighting, sultry music, chainsaws, you know, all that cliche romantic stuff. But it seemed nigh impossible to get them to make sweet whiskey love. I almost started to think inanimate objects can't have sex, but I've had tons of sex with inanimate objects, so that was just silly. If you can make whiskey x whiskey turn into an ultra whiskey, we should definitely apply that principle all over the damn place. 2 cars make a limousine, an orgy of iPhones to become an iPhone XXX, the most advanced update possible, duh. A microwave and a Russian novel to get a pair of designer shoes. Can't wait to create doper stuff than the world can even handle, probably. Well, the world probably doesn't need to worry about handling it, because there's no way you can pull that insanity off. But yay for plans with Polly! Hell yeah, yay for plans with Polly. We're gonna try. I'm feeling it, boys and girls, ladies and gents, non-binary people of all ages. Alright, that day during recess, you start a half-hour rave that goes full crazy. You have no idea how it escalates so much, but at one point there are like 300 people. Someone summons demons from a nightmare dimension. The consequences might distort the fabric of reality itself, but who cares? It's a rad party, bro! You gain +2 fun. Scott and Polly pull you aside, one of them holding each of your arms. Whatever's going on, it's serious. We need your help, bro. Scott and all that sticky honey is very interesting. The midterm for AP Jump Scares is coming up tomorrow, and we're so unprepared. We tried everything we could think of to get ready. I rolled out the textbook and I smoked it. And I ate my homework. But nothing worked. We've only got one option left. We gotta cheat, bro. We just need to figure out a way to do it without messing with the teacher. Or with messing with the teacher. Either way, if you can help us, we'd be super grateful. Well, that's all the incentive I need. You hook them up with your ultimate cheating technique. Just take the test like normal, then use a time machine to go back and change your answers. Write all the answers on the teacher's face. He'll never see them there. Not so bold. Polly seems to like it though. I'm digging it. Let's go, baby. But we don't know the answers. Oh, Polly does not like it. Never mind. Yeah, that's why we're asking you to help us cheat. Learning all the answers just so we could sneak into our teacher's house and tattoo them on his face. That's like more work than just learning the answers. Yeah, and what about for the next test? Are we supposed to tattoo over the answers from the last test? Bro, I'm not like a plan master or anything, but your plan has some serious problems. It's like I always say, Scott, tattoos are for face tattoos are for fun, not cheating on midterms. Polly likes it though, so that's very interesting to me. The way Polly and Scott are looking at you now, they might be contemplating giving you a fun face tattoo. You flee to safety and lose -2 creativity and -1 smarts. If I lose -1, does that mean I gain? I'm hilarious. Alright. Let's see. We're gonna pump that fun stat up. Let's get going. That day during recess, you start a half-hour rave that goes full crazy. At 1.1, the small magical Latino cat slips on a banana peel. You start to laugh at him. He asks you to stop, but you don't. You laugh so hard at him that you somehow steal +2 fun from him. Hooray! That night, you hit the clubs with Vera and Polly. Thanks Satan for fake IDs. Put those wallets away, you two. Drinks are on me. By which I mean drinks on that guy. No need, Polly. I'm into this crazy new thing called paying for my own drinks. Maybe you've heard of it. Maybe? Is that French for my boobs aren't big enough to get free drinks? Feminism is dead. That sounds like a reason to drink, BRB. But soon. It didn't work. What was that you said? It sounded like Portuguese for my shameless pandering didn't get us any free drinks. Gah! This is quickly getting out of control. Maybe if you can find a way to make that guy pay for your drinks, you can fix this. It's party time! Sedate the guy when he's in the bathroom, put a pair of sunglasses on him, and pretend he's our pal. No one is curious why you just happen to have sedatives on you at all times. The plan goes off without a hitch. You spend the whole week with your new friend, Sedated Sam. Sedated Sam? Oh, excuse me. Sedated Sam is the coolest dude in the universe. He's such a good listener. I especially like how he insists on paying for everything with his credit card. What a gentleman. It's the best week of your lives, but sadly, it has to end. The three of you bid Sedated Sam a tearful goodbye. Goodbye, Sam. I'll always remember the times we spent together, even if you won't. It seems that Sedated Sam has truly slept his way to the top of our hearts. You all promised to do this again next year. Sam might not remember much of this when he wakes up, but you're sure he'll love the matching tattoo you all got. You gain +2 boldness and +1 fun. I'm gonna woo this ghost girl if it kills me to the point where I have to, woo her. So it's the interdimensional prince. I'm actually kind of curious about that. I kind of want to participate, but I also don't. I'm gonna save you for later, my friend. I'm gonna do Polly and Liam. You find Polly and Liam not eating as usual, because they're undead. The food in this cafeteria is really atrocious. It's hardly worthy of even my Instagram. Haha, what? I don't even eat the food. See? This is exactly what I mean. We can do so much better than these subpar culinary abortions. Oh, I see what you mean. You mean the two of us should have a cook-off? What? No! Did you say something? I'm not listening because I'm so psyched up about this cook-off. At no point did I agree to... I've got a huge advantage though, because I've cooked so many drugs. Oh, you think you've got the advantage, huh? Well, I've been alive for centuries of culinary history. It's on. The two of them dash into the kitchen, ignoring all the rules of law, school, and common decency as they commence cooking. Two celebrity chef judges appear to critique the challengers. I think they're both equally horrible, says the cruel British judge. I think they're both equally marvelous, says the overly nice British judge. Both judges turn to you. What do you think, tiebreaker judge? Whose meal is truly the cat's pajamas? Liam's, because I think that glass jar of fresh human blood really goes with the parsley he sprinkled on top. Polly's, because she literally just made a pair of pajamas for a cat. Yeah. What? Unbelievable! That's not even food! What isn't even food? That pile of yarn you're knitting in that frying pan, that's clearly a set of pajamas for a cat. Oh, it's supposed to be food? Sorry, I forgot what we were doing. Yes, it was supposed to be food, and yours obviously isn't. Oh yeah? Well, then how come it won the food contest, huh? Well, because... Yeah, that's what I thought. I'll catch y'all later. I gotta go find a cat to put these pajamas on. Later, you run into Polly again, and she lets you pet her kitty. If you know what we mean. It means you get to pet the cat she put the pajamas on. What did you think it meant? Shame on you. Week 2 evening. Here we go. Let's see. Well, we did learn that it's not all about the stats. So what's the creativity place? That's the auditorium. Why don't we go there? That day, while rehearsing for the class play, it's as though the muses themselves have descended to give you a figurative blowjob. Your performance is intense and inspiring. It will be remembered for generations, which is pretty rad by high school play standards. You gain +2 creativity. I'll bump up those stats. Those are rookie numbers. Gotta pump them up. You're getting to leave when you get a text from Polly. Hey, baby, let's party. How can you refuse such a formal missive? You track her down immediately. Hey, you got my text. That's good, because I needed some help brainstorming. I'm going to a party tonight, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be lame, and that needs to change. It's the costume party, you know, where everyone dresses up as their favorite humans. I'm going as a sexy tax attorney. But I'm not sure even the sexiest tax attorney can rescue this party from the depths of lamitude. So, got any ideas to help spice things up? Oh, you've got some ideas, and they're the spiciest. Spike the punch with mandrake root. It turns monsters into actual humans. You go as a sexy tax attorney, I'll go as a sexy tax evader. Spike the punch with mandrake root. It turns monsters into actual humans. I'm gonna go as the taxi evader. Later that night, you're hanging out at the party, waiting for Polly, wearing a shirt that says, "I have unpaid taxes," when suddenly you hear a booming of voice from the door. Halt, tax evader! You turn around. Oh, it wasn't Polly. You turn around, expecting to see Polly with her sexy vest and pocket calculator. But it's actually a grizzled tyrannosaur in a business suit from the Department of Monstrous Revenue. As you flee the scene, you see Polly about to put on a lab coat and goggles. Hey, why are you running? Why are you wearing that shirt? Oh, did you think I was actually going to be a sexy tax attorney? I was super high when I said that. I'm actually just a sexy chemist. You're going to need a regular chemist after that beating the Tyrannosaur gives you. You lose -2 money and -1 boldness. Okay, so we didn't even, at least we didn't lose any romance points with Polly. We're still doing okay. Alright. Week 3. I'm still gonna do some stats for the fun. I'd like to get that to a good point. During recess, we threw a half-hour party that went full crazy. You're talking to Juan, the small, magical Latino cat, when he tells you that you won't ever be as fun as Bob the scary clown. You accept the challenge. You go straight to Bob, stab him several times, open his bleeding chest, and eat some of his guts in order to consume his fun. Really? Do you think that's how it works? Well, it is, because you gain +2 fun from poor old Bob. Take that, boy. You're all set to enjoy some sun, when all of a sudden, the sun disappears. You don't mind too much. The darkness suits you, but Polly and Vera are pissed. Who extinguished the sun, and why didn't they ask my... Oh, excuse me, that's the wrong person. Who extinguished the sun, and why didn't they ask for my permission first? Yeah, we already have like 10 hours of night every night. We don't need that night during the day. Alright, we need a... Oh, yes, please excuse us. Sorry for the inconvenience. A solar behemoth is threatening to eat every baby in the world, so we've caused a solar eclipse. You know, in order to defeat it. It's all very technical and magical. No need to hurt your heads thinking about it. It'll be over soon. I'll hurt your heads thinking about it. Free period will be over soon, and then how will I sunbathe? God, you guys are so selfish. This is unacceptable. Move the moon away from the sun this instant, or I'll find someone who can. She's looking right at you when you said that. You realize that if you don't step in, this will turn into a full-scale catfight. So you roll up your sleeves and bribe your contacts and military intelligence to nuke a hole through the moon. Offer the solar behemoth half the 12-year-olds in the world instead. They're bigger and less cute. Yes. You borrow the megaphone from the gym, climb to the roof of the school, and address the solar behemoth. You explain that, in terms of sheer poundage, half the 12-year-olds in the world would supply 33% more meat than all the babies. The solar behemoth may be an unholy amalgam of sunfire and malevolence, but it's no fool. It sees your point. It goes off to harvest the flesh of tweens. The day is saved. Well, your stupid problem is solved. Now unblock the sun. But millions will still die. Look at this rationally. A 50% decrease over the previous projected death toll is quite significant. And if you amortize the projected casualties over the life expectancy of the babies as opposed to the tweens, life savings are even more significant. I think what Vera is trying to say is, fuck off and let us sunbathe. The coven doesn't have a leg to stand on. Well, they have 6 legs between them, but it's a metaphor. They fuck off, and you gain +2 charm and +1 smarts. Alright, at least we're not answering things wrong. We're doing better than we have been. Alright. We're gonna go for it. We're going for the gold, baby. You find Polly and Scott huddled at your chosen table. If these two are together, it can mean only one thing. I hereby call this meeting of the Prank Masters to order.
Prank Master Hal, present and accounted for.
Chairman guys, all dressed up and ready to prank.
Hey, how come you get to be the chairman?
Well, which one of us can throw chairs around the room with our ghost powers?
Well, I don't have ghost powers, so... Oh, you! I get it! Chair! Man! But...
No time to argue, Scott. We've got to come up with a baller food prank before the end of lunch.
Oh yeah. Okay, what if we ate all our food like a good boy? Is that a prank?
No, Scott, for the last time, that's not a prank and I don't eat. But I'm having trouble coming up with another idea. Anybody else? You've been waiting your whole life for an opportunity like this. You propose the ultimate food prank. Eat everybody else's food like a good boy. Replace all the food with chairs. Polly. Yes! You know what they say, when life gives you chairs, do pranks with the chairs.
But I've never heard Coach say that.
Doesn't it sound like the kind of thing he would say, though?
Yeah, it kinda does. How am I supposed to help, though? You're the chairman.
Easy, Scott. Just be a chair.
Oh, of course!
Scott twists himself into an uncomfortable-looking shape. He seems happy, though.
Like this?
Exactly like that. Now up you go.
Wee! Does this make me a chairman?
Sure, totally. Polly doesn't seem to mind sharing her title with Scott or her affection with you. Prank achieved. Alright. We're doing good. Week 3, we haven't stuffed it up yet. Alright, let's see here. I want to get to 15 fun. I'm going to go to 15 fun, and I'm going to start hitting the gym. Day at recess, you start a half-hour rave that goes full crazy. You're casually chatting with Juan, the small, magical Latino cat. You start telling him that hilarious story of what happened last summer at Monster Camp. You know which one. The one involving the beehive, the blow-up doll of the president, and the penguin mask, and the mystery of the Goblin King. Slowly, lots of people start joining you to hear the story. By the time you get to say where the Goblin King was, 100 people or so burst into hysterical laughter. You turn on a mobile app that captures all the laughter, and it turns into +2 fun. Lol. Alright. Hey, Green, darling. It's me, lovely fan favorite Polly. You know, I wasn't always a ghost. Yeah, this is about to get real. Hear me out. I used to be alive, but I died with unfinished business. Now I gotta live forever like this until I finish it. And you might ask, what's your unfinished business, fan favorite lovely Polly? I guess I can tell you. I never did a reverse Romanian Wilkinson. You know, sexually. Don't get me wrong, I love being immortal and walking through walls and shit, but my soul will never really truly rest until I do that freaky sex move. Oh well. I've done that loads of times. Just name a time and place and I'll reverse all over your Romanian Wilkinson. Throw a smoke bomb and escape while leaving a replica of yourself. That should buy you time to figure out what a reverse Romanian Wilkinson is. So we've tried this one before. It did not pan out for us, so we go bop. You throw the smoke bomb to save for those situations. You swiftly hide, leaving behind an exact replica of yourself made out of macaroni and Play-Doh. Wow, Green. I don't know if it's just me or all the smoke I'm inhaling, but you suddenly seem more attractive. You know what? Fuck the reverse Romanian Wilkinson. Let's go to town together. Right now. And just like that, Polly grabs her replica and flees to have what seems like great sex. As she leaves, you're sure the sneaky little macaroni... You see a sneaky little macaroni smile on the replica. No, not again! Best to buy your replica made of macaroni. You should stop using it. It always ends up having all the fun. Still, we didn't make her sad. That's the important part. The macaroni replica gains lots of stats and fun and unforgettable experiences, but you lose -2 fun and -1 smarts. Alright, well, we didn't lose anything there. Alright, well, that's gonna do it for today's episode. Thank you very much for watching. If you did enjoy it, I would appreciate it if you click the like button. The subscribe button is always there if you want some more. Leave a comment, do all those things just because it costs you nothing. It makes me happy. So thank you very much, and I will see you next time.